What is up, my dude and dudettes, and welcome back to TellerTube. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the subreddit r/choosingbeggars. I just want to start off by saying that I found an interesting fact about my channel, and apparently only 26% of you are subscribed to the channel, so you know what that means. Yeah, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with my latest videos, and let's get into the video. Aunt tells me I have to give her my eyeshadow collection because she works harder than me, so deserves it more. I recently got into makeup, mainly eyeshadow. I have some minimal art talent that lends itself to colorful looks. The palettes I have are expensive, they're from JSC, they are great quality, and a key point is that they were gifts. I have 5 palettes. 3 were Christmas gifts and 2 were early birthday gifts. My aunt, married to my mom's youngest brother, recently became a makeup artist, her 5th job after doing nails, hair, massage, and nannying. She has a clean but basic style of makeup and was unpracticed and unwilling to work with more colors at first. She did not get many clients because her work was reviewed as basic, dull, ordinary, and she was rigid, inflexible, and unwilling to provide exactly what the clients wanted. This resulted in her having to work twice as hard for barely any money. She came over wanting mom's advice on how to improve and was told to offer more colorful looks to add variety. She claimed to have no idea what colorful palettes were good quality, so mom had to show her one of my favorites. It's red themed. She remarked that it was good quality, felt nice, seemed usable, and that she would happily use it on clients. She then proceeded to close it, stand up with it, and attempted to take it to her car. Mom stopped her before she could reach the door and asked what she thought she was doing. Her response? "I thought it would be a good idea to borrow this one to see if I could really use it." Mom got my palette back, and Aunt left in a huff after being told off for not asking and then being told no when she asked a minute later. 2 days later, Aunt begins to text me. "I really like that eyeshadow palette you showed me the other day." So do I. It's great to use and the colors work great for my complexion. "Would it be possible for me to have it? I need more color to work with and have no money to spare. I know you didn't pay for it, so it wouldn't make much of a difference for you to give it to me. Just don't tell your mom." I'm not doing that. I wanted it for ages and got it as a gift from mom. I'm not just going to give it away. Plus it was expensive for my mom to get, so I certainly can't let it go for free or without telling her. "Just agree, you spoiled brat. I need this to keep my business going. I have to work hours a day to keep your cousins fed and clothed, so the least you could do is help me out because you certainly don't work as hard as me." I'm not giving away a gift, and I'm not the one who has 4 kids but can't keep a stable job. I also know you're not that desperate because Uncle has a well-paying job, so please just leave me alone. "Fine, brat. See if we ever help your ungrateful butt again after this. It's not my fault I keep losing jobs when people like you refuse to give a hardworking mom any help. Goodbye forever." She called me the next day and asked me to babysit her kids for the day while she went shopping. She came back and started complaining loudly about how hard it is to get decent eyeshadow when no one is willing to help you get started. I just stood up and went to my room. "That's right, I want it for free. I work way harder than you." Alrighty, Karen. Hand over the toilet paper and no one gets hurt. First, let me start by saying that I do not possess psychic abilities. If I could foresee the future, I'd have used that ability to win the lotto a long time ago. I'd be on an island sipping some 99% rum drink with a splash of whatever fruit juice makes the beverage seem socially acceptable and not just a speedy vehicle to Happy Town. Also, do not possess any inside information. I have no special access to what is going on in the world. I just watch the evening news, the same as most people. I feel the need to point this out because conspiracy theorists seem to be running friggin' rampant on the internet these days. Seriously folks, there isn't anything special about me. At least not beyond the "we're all special in our own way" bullcrap my mother used to feed me. This was all pure chance. By sheer coincidence, I restocked my pantry, toilet paper, and cleaning goods just before toilet paper and hand sanitizer became the newest Bitcoin. Seriously, you'd think toilet paper was the universal cure to all ailment the way people are stockpiling it. My stocking up wasn't planned, I just hate shopping. I'm lazy and don't enjoy going to the stores. Stores are full of people. I use the term people loosely as zombies seems more appropriate to describe their behavior. These people all seem to be in their own little world. They're glued to their friggin' phones and only all too happy to slam their carts into my shin while checking their Twitter feed, Facebook alerts, etc. If I'm lucky, I'll get a mumble which I can only assume was meant to be some sort of apology. To be honest, it's a minor miracle when they even acknowledge someone else's existence. I'm also a cheapskate. I'm not a bargain hunter or any of the other euphemisms people like to use, but I do know how to stretch a dollar to stay within my budget. Some people like to call me frugal as if using that term somehow makes it a compliment. Nope. I'm a friggin' cheapskate and I'll admit it. Cooking at home and buying bulk is typically less expensive. As a result, when supplies are running low, I make the trek to the store for a bulk buy to restock. Fear of the virus caused a run on the stores a few days after I'd restocked. I had plenty of everything. I was checking out my mail when I ran into one of my neighbors who was visibly upset. She always seemed so nice, so I didn't expect problems from her. I asked her what was wrong. She said that the stores are all out of toilet paper, low on food, and they're talking about closing the schools. She didn't have enough toilet paper or food for her husband and kids to be home all day for an extended period. I told her that I think I can spare a roll or two of toilet paper. Big mistake on my part. She began giving me a grocery list and telling me what brand she likes for toilet paper, cleaning wipes, orange juice, eggs, cereal, etc. I told her that I'm not a store. I don't have all that stuff, and I certainly wasn't going to give her a month's supply of goods for free. I was only offering a couple rolls of toilet paper to give her time to find a store with some more in stock. She actually said, "But I have children. It's child abuse if you don't get it." For some reason, this lady didn't seem to grasp the concept that her kids are not my responsibility. I'm not their father, I'm not her husband, I'm not even a relative. I wasn't going to spend a fortune buying their groceries at 1000% markup online if you could get them at all. I told her she could take the 2 rolls or leave it. She stormed off. A few hours later, her husband knocked on the door. I should have pretended no one was home. He said he was there to pick up their grocery order. I got him the 2 rolls of toilet paper and he got mad and demanded the rest of their groceries. He even threatened to call the cops, accusing me of stealing their grocery order. I laughed so hard and started coughing, which caused a look of horror to appear on his face. No illness, just uncontrollable laughter at the insanity of the situation. The husband wasn't the bad guy. His wife had apparently made it sound like she had ordered groceries online and I had signed for them while she was out. He thought I was trying to keep their groceries for myself. I told him to feel free to call the cops, but pointed out that before he did so, he should get the receipt from his wife as proof of purchase. The cops won't do anything without proof. I watched as he angrily stomped off to ask her for it. A few minutes later, he came back over and looked very confused. He said his wife wasn't making sense and couldn't produce a receipt. He also couldn't find it in their email account. I explained the situation and he quickly became very apologetic. I told him that I chalked up her behavior to nerves. I'm not sure which he appreciated more, me letting them off the hook easily or the toilet paper I gave them. Actually, I'm pretty sure he appreciated the toilet paper more. I know I would. Oh no. I mean, the pandemic really is bringing out the choosing beggars. Karen, just because I offered you toilet paper doesn't mean I'm gonna do your whole grocery list. Choosing Beggar wants me to pay her to watch her kid. So my sister is a single mother. She was living on welfare in a crappy town with no jobs and plenty of drug users. I convinced her to move to my city and offered to watch her kids after school so she can find a good job. I offered to do it for free because I knew she couldn't afford to pay me. Her friend told me that the welfare covers the cost of childcare and that she had a friend who watched her kid for free and let her keep all the money welfare paid her. My sister thought this was a great idea. My sister told me about the childcare coverage and what her friend does. I told her I would gift her some of the money back, but not all of it. Note, this would involve me signing a government form saying I got paid that money and I would need to claim that money on my annual taxes. Her keeping any of it would be tax fraud, and I would be paying taxes on the money she was keeping. I don't get paid for the time it takes me to go to her kid's school or home or back to my sister's house to drop her off. I don't get paid for watching her kids if she goes out with her friends. If her kid needs to sleep over because there's no school the next day, I don't get paid until she starts work the next day. She still uses our laundry on weekends, and my husband drives her to do errands when he has time for free. Every single month, she fights with me over the money welfare gives me. She says I don't deserve to be paid for this thing or that thing so she can keep more of the money for herself. I already gave her $100+ every month. She got mad at me when my toilet broke and I had to go across town to get replacement parts, and told her to call the school and say she would be 20 minutes late picking up her kid, the time she told me she would be home that day. She got mad at me when my toddler got the flu and I wasn't willing to take them on the public bus for almost an hour to pick up her kid from school once. She got mad at me when I told her she would have to pick up her kid from my house because I had things to do at home, and my husband had evening appointments and wouldn't be able to pick me and our toddler up from my sister's house until 9 p.m. if I didn't go home shortly after picking her kid up. Note, we have one car and my husband uses it, so I take the bus with my toddler every day, and my husband picks us all up and drops her kid back off when she is done work. I finally snapped and told her off. I told her that she would have to find someone else to watch her kid because she obviously didn't care about my family's well-being. We are also moving in a few months anyway, which she has known about since before she has moved here, but just assumed we would keep watching her kid until the day we left anyway. Karen, it seems like they're making a lot of sacrifices to watch your kid. Plus, I don't think they want to get involved with tax fraud. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that like button as it would really help me out. Subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date with my latest videos. Guys, we're almost at 300 subscribers. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.